Morning guys, so we're back to Refinery. It's my morning task, not woken up yet. So I kind of got up an hour ago and started some of the process. We've got the usual defending people type thing, which is getting a bit boring. Why don't you get any prizes for defending like 200 times a day? It's a bit mental. Anyway, so I'm going to upgrade another card, but the card that I'm going to upgrade, it's going to be another one of these should you not. So we'll go back, I'll have to go bloody out again, back to base, back to here, goes. Right, so in our blacksmith or smith, we've got some of these. I'll just do these just in case I get something better. I'm still doing vests. I'm going to do that for the whole week to see how I get on. I think I'm up to like level 15 now or something. I can't remember. So looking at that card, looks pretty good. I'll look back at that in a minute. Actually, that one might work with the one I'm actually ready to do. So lucky I done that. Oh, what's going on? Right, so we've got two, looks like decent cards. Let's have a proper look at them. So we've got this card, which has got damage dealt to zombies, which kind of I use a lot of for the horde events and all these kind of things. We've got rider defense, and then we've got range squad attack. We've got counter defense and counter damage. So in general, this is a good kind of rider card that's good for squad attack, and it's got the bonus of being good for killing zombies for various things like helping out smaller people with hives and things like that. And we had our other new one, which was got a gathering bonus of rubbish. So we've got a fighting, a gathering card here. So straight away we know that we're going to get either keep the card to use this part, or we're going to bin it because anything's kind of rubbish. So we'll get rid of the green one. It's kind of pointless. So we'll get rid of that one. It's just non-tradable. It should be non-makeable. Have a look at this one, zombie kill. We don't need zombie kill experience. And then these four I'm keeping just now simply because they're a wee bit kind of higher for, so I might kind of be handy to just to have a card to put on for a reason. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I've had two rider based cards. I've got this card that's a ranged, where is it? So I've got this card that's a great range card, but it's also got a rider defense of 2.8, and it's got a squad load of 5.9. So this was the card I was getting rid of. I was like, I don't need it because the only thing that's good. So up until an hour ago, I was going to upgrade. In fact, what we'll do is just remember you could search these properly. So in this example, I want to search for rider-based stuff or range-based stuff. But just to simplify the process, we can only use legendary cards. Let's select that, and then let's select rider, and then also we'll put it to vests, because you can only do legendary to legendary. You can only do vest to vest. So there's no point in having other ones. Anyway, so this is the card that technically I was getting rid of. No, it's not. It isn't. No. Yeah. So this is a card I was getting rid of because I thought, well, I don't need the range defense. Maybe I'll upgrade the range defense somewhere else. Or I've got a rider defense. I'll have a look after I get a cup of coffee to see if there's any in the rider I can do. And then I looked, I've also got squad load, so it's kind of a general card. Now we've got basic attack damage, which I like for riders, and skill damage taken by trip. I don't really care, it's too small to worry about. So looking at that now, I've got a couple of kind of essentially garbage cards. So I've got a rider squad defense 4.7, rider squad attack, and a rider squad defense 2.8. So this card at the moment it's damage dealt to zombies and it's a zombie kill experience. So we can just completely dismiss the zombie kill experience because we're not interested in it. So straight away, we've only got our 4 skills that we ever worry about. So we've got our 2 at the top, which are kind of generic now, and then we've got these 2. Now I don't care about the damage dealt to zombies. So theoretically, the best this card can get is these 3 skills. So essentially, I would get rid of the card or use that skill because it's extremely good having 4.7. Now, I don't have that attached because at the moment I've got 4.8 attack. Now, I can keep this in my bag to have for, I don't know, a rainy day in case I want to switch to defense mode or something. But kind of life doesn't work like that, and there's no point in keeping it. So for me to dismantle it, for me to dismantle it, firstly you have to unlock it. Secondly, you have to make sure that it's not employed, like if the people were on the field or gathering or whatever. So I would get 100, which is kind of garbage. So looking at this now, I've got 3 skills. I can use the 9.5 zombie kill experience, but that's rubbish. So I've got a rider squad defense of 4.7. So that means I can upgrade any card that's less than 4.7. So we'll look back at the card that essentially I was going to get rid of an hour ago. Now we've got this one who has a ranged defense of 5, which technically is a ranged card. It's a squad load, so it's kind of generic. And now we've got a rider defense of 2.8. So straight away, I can get rid of this card by dismantling it, and then have 100 crappy coins. Or now I can use that rider squad defense and hopefully get this rider squad defense up a little bit. I mean, I would rather have an extra 2% or 0.2%, than have the 100 coin things or material things. So let's have a wee look. And it's, once again, it's another one of these ones. I hate doing it. It's kind of like it's like selling your legendary armaments, it's just, you get peanuts for it. But so let's go here. We're going to go to manage. We're going to smelt. We're going to go to rider defense. We're going to see what it offers. So we have a rider squad defense of 4.9. Didn't know where that one was. So we'll go here. Oh, that was that new card. Oh, now I'm in 2 minds. Right. Because now, looking at that card, we need to go back on our plan again. Look at this card now. I've got a rider squad of 4.9, which is the best I've got. So now, even if I was to get this one at 4.9, so look, now we've got like a triangle or a trifecta. This has actually worked out perfectly. So, originally I was getting rid of this card. The only thing that's good for me at the moment is range defense, which I don't really use, or rider defense of 2.8, which I've already got kind of higher, or I'm using attack. So I then had a different card, which technically I can get rid of the rider defense of 4.7 to upgrade this card to make this one better. So basically I had the dual use card, or I was able to use it 3 times. Don't know what the word is. It's too early. Now, changed my mind again. So I got this card a minute ago by smelting or refining or whatever you want to call it. So now I'm going to get rid of that range squad defense. No, I'm not, because that's bloody range squad attack. Right. So we're back to square one. So now we're going to... So we've changed our mind again, and really should have done this when I was more awake. Okay, so we've got a range squad attack, so we can't upgrade that with range squad defense. So we'll go back to our original, or third original plan of upgrading this one first. Let's just do it before we notice something else. So we'll go to manage, we'll go to smelt. We can't upgrade that. Probably can upgrade that at some point, but we won't care just now. Rider squad defense, we'll pick this. We can't use this one because this is a lot higher. So we're going to upgrade this for the sake of it. And I'll explain why in a moment. So this is 2.8 purple or elite at the moment, and the most we're going to get is either the exact same or 4.7. Double check everything's okay, and it went to 3.9 and it changed to legendary. Now we go back to the cards. So now the card I'm using is Rider Squad Attack of 4.8, which I'm rider based, it's on a rider, so I'll keep that. This one now, I've now got this amazing card that I can have for dual use. Although the defense is a wee bit lower, it's great because I've got it on a ranged defense and I've got it on the rider defense. And the squad load, I'll probably find one of these that has that. So now our other dilemma is this card now. What do I do with this? So we'll switch to filters and see if we could get anything from ranged. Now you have to remember it does pick other things, so be careful. The easiest way to avoid this is to make sure you attach them first. So when you attach them to the people, it's a lot easier because it will give you a warning, or of course lock them. Now we're back to this one. So we've got range squad attack at 1.8. Now we want higher than range squad attack at 1.8. So we'll look at this garbage. Squad attack of 2.3, infantry defense. So that's a garbage card straight away. Squad load of 7, just because what's on there is good. Squad attack. Quite like the general ones, but not when it's kind of got nothing. So we've got rider squad defense, rider squad, range squad defense. We've got damage to zombies at squad defense. So technically I could still use this card to upgrade this card if I wanted to. But I quite like this card for some strange reason. So we've got a range squad attack here. We're not going to use it for range, so it doesn't matter. So technically that one's maxed out. This one, we've got a squad load of 5.7. Now we'll go back to this card. I've got this is generic garbage, gathering speed, don't care, squad load of 7 and squad attack of 3.3. Now I'm getting to the stage where I've basically got them assigned to everything, so I don't really need a squad attack. So do I want to get my squad load up? I don't know. I kind of, for some reason, I really want to do it, but probably just wasting a card. So at the moment, we've got a gathering card that's got a range squad attack. That's quite high, so I'm leaving that. This card, I've got, it's all over the shop. So this one here, I'm using this at the moment. We've got rider squad attack. Now, I kind of want to get my squad load up, and it's probably worthwhile me getting rid of this one because I'm never going to use it. I mean, the squad attack here is 4.8. I've already higher than the 3.3. I'm not going to use ranged. So let's, firstly, what card do I want to get better? Do we get this one better that we're technically not using? Yeah, because we've been playing around with this one. So we've got 2 of these that we want to do. We're going to focus on this one just now. I'm just wasting the bloody things. I'm bored and it's too early. So now we've got a squad load of 5.9. I'm just going to do it quickly before I change my mind. We want to see if we can get this any higher. Well, it was locked. We can't double check it, which you should be able to click this just for people to confirm. Otherwise you have to go back. So just to confirm here, I'm going to get rid of a card, squad attack of 3.3. Normally I would keep that, but the only reason that I'm kind of getting rid of it is because I have a higher infantry one I have a higher rider one. So the only way I would use this is having multiple squads, which in theory, because my troops are going to be kind of troop specific, or my squads will be troop specific, I don't really need it, so let's just get rid of it. Okay, so we're at 5.9 just now. We can get anywhere between 5.9 and 7. And we got 6.2, so nothing kind of exciting. Right, I think that's about all I can do for the cards. I'm just going to click off here, go back onto the bag, have a quick look. So I've got these cards attached. Obviously, you attached them yesterday. Today they might be better. It would be good if they had a compare one so you can actually look rather than having a click. I mean, I've got rid of most of them. Now I've kept these ones simply for kind of upgrading the smaller cards. And it's like a wee banky, whereas I've got 300 of that material kind of lying about. So looking at the cards, we'll go from the bottom. These are arranged by might currently, which technically means nothing because you might get higher might. We'll just put the legendary ones on. Make sure you use this. It's very important. Anyway, so they're organized by might. So they're not organized by might anymore, but anyway, I think they're organized by something now. It seems to change every time I look at it. It's probably because I put it on infantry, it might have changed it. Anyway, so we've got a gathering based card which we don't need. So we've got an infantry squad defense of 3.1. Nothing else we can't upgrade. So we'll look at infantry, and we'll just keep it to vests because it's the only vests we've got. On this one, we've got an infantry squad attack of 3.4, a defense of 3.3, sorry, and a defense of 3.1. So the only way the upgrade is kind of valuable here is me taking it from the one that is good and putting it on the one that's bad. This is a complete garbage card. I could probably get £2 from it, or 200 coins from it, because somebody wants that in the auction, but I have to wait 2 days for it and stuff. So I'll just take the 100 material points, or whatever you want to call them, which is worse things to say and they keep changing it all. It's so nightmare. Anyway, so just dismantle that one, get our 100 material, go back to the beginning again. So we'll put it back to the reason I'm doing this is just to constantly show you about sorting them. So we'll go here, we've got our card that we're keeping, we've got our card that we're keeping, and then these are all attached. So if I unclick everything, I've got these 5 that I'm keeping for some reason. All these ones are attached, and the only 2 that I have spare are these 2. So let's have a look to see if these are going to be better for actually equipping. So I have attached, we can go to the equipment. In the riders, I have my vests attached. At the moment, I've got the vest that's attack. It's saying that I've got a better card. If I change it, the only better card, why does it not sort it for us? The only better card I have attack at the moment. The only better card I have is defense or defense. So technically I could put the defensive one on. So looking at this, I've got counter of minus 1.5 and 0.7. I could swap it with this one, which I'm going to do, I think. I don't need that. I don't need kind of that at the moment. This one's a wee bit better suited for me, I think. Although it's a lower card, we could just upgrade the card again. So I'll put that card on. I don't care if it was higher in might, etc. Go back to the infantry now. It's saying I've got a higher card or I can upgrade. So we'll look at the manage part. I don't think this is no, that's just upgrading it. Yeah, it's just upgrading that part. Anyway, so click back on here, go back off, go back on. So on here, we don't really care. On here, it's still saying that we can upgrade because we've just done it. I'm going to manage them. I'll probably get 2 upgrades out of this. I'll get rid of one of the epic cards. So at the moment, I've got squad defense and squad defense, and I've got damage dealt to zombies, and then a bonus of range defense, which is garbage. So I'm going to upgrade the card a wee bit. Theoretically, I'm wanting the counter damage and defense up, but it only does one at a time. But as you can see, this is a completely defensive based card. I'm going to enhance it. I'll do it twice. So now we've got the enhancement level. Just forget about that. I think at some point this enhancement level might be like a small percentage, like you get 0.02% buff. Maybe you do already, but I think that would be good if you did. So at the moment, rider defense is nearly 1%, counter-attack damage taken is 1.4. I've got damage dealt to zombies, which is good for the things I use it for, and a stronger defense. I do have the backup of switching that. I can just change that to my, why, see, it should auto do it. Why would you want to switch it to a different card? So anyway, so at the moment I have defense. I could easily switch it to attack, which is kind of the reverse of what I'm doing. Now looking at these 3 cards, I've got my bogey card here. That's technically a ranged based card that's good for lots of other things. I think I'll just keep upgrading that card with all my garbage. So if I get more squad load, I'll put it on there and eventually sell the card. Or I could use it for ranged. At the moment, I can get rid of that card just to, I can, no, I could only do it the other way. Yeah, I can get rid of the new card that I like to upgrade this one, but the only thing I'm going to benefit from is maybe getting a wee tiny bit of rider defense, which I already have, so there's no point. Anyway, so the whole point of me making this video was to show you me upgrading a card, which I changed 3 times and then eventually picked the same card, I think. But the main part was this: go to your bag and make sure you sort things. So a lot of people, I'm lucky I've bought a couple of the gold cards or legendary cards, and I've been able to upgrade them because I took some of the, like the monthly upgrades, etc. But a lot of people will kind of need to focus on these. So make sure you filter them. So it saves so much time, and especially if, in my example, if I want to filter legendary and then go up here and then filter vest, because you get carried away. You look at this and you go, great, it's got rider attack. I can upgrade that vest that's got rider attack. And it's like, well, no, you can't, because they're 2 different types. So do the vests first. So here's a prime example. I'm only looking at vests. It's a lot easier for me to see kind of what I can upgrade, etc., etc. Anyway, so this is part 2 of me making mistakes and using up stuff. And I'm going to keep doing it until I find more information or more little tweaks. But the best part of this is to kind of remind people to focus. And a small thing I want to remind people on, I've done it about 200 times. This is extremely important. In your refinery, if you've got some of these, which you can, 50 diamonds or gems, whatever you want to call them, for an hour, be careful on here. So on here is not a good example. Oh, here's a good example. So there's 2 hours and 7 minutes. If I was to speed this up, it automatically picks 2.5 hours. Now, I stupidly, first thing this morning, it was, I think, like 30 minutes and 28 seconds. So when I clicked it, I used an hour worth of speed ups for, well, 30 minutes speed up to speed up 20 seconds. Be careful, because on this, as soon as I click here, it'll automatically pick to the highest number, which I mean it's meant to do. But sometimes you automatically come on and you're like, oh cool, that's only got half an hour left or whatever it is, and you click it. But because it was 30 minutes and 10 seconds, you use bloody an hour of speed ups. So just be careful that you don't do that. Anyway, hope you all have a nice day.